Thank you for staying with us on Citizen Sunday Live. The government has defended its decision to grant official privileges and immunity to the Global Center on Adaptation, saying the move was made in accordance with the law. In a statement, the Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Korir dismissed claims of external influence, emphasizing that the decision followed due legal and parliamentary processes. However, questions persist over the organization's credibility, with allegations of irregular reporting and concerns about its plan to host Kenya's Ministry of Environment in one of its Nairobi facilities. Laura Otieno has more.
Days after a wave of public outrage over the government's decision to grant privileges and immunities to the Dutch-based Global Center on Adaptation, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has moved to clarify the matter, saying all due processes were followed. Through his X account, Principal Secretary Korir explained that the ministry received a request for the host county agreement in July 2023, with the process culminating in Parliament's ratification in September 2025. Under legal notice number 82, the GCA was granted privileges and immunities, including tax exemptions, immunity from jurisdiction, and exemptions from customs duties. The decision, however, has drawn sharp criticism from Kenyans, citing the organization's controversial track record. Dutch media reports accuses CGA of inflating its involvement in climate adaptation projects and overstating financial figures compared to actual outcomes. Following the revelations, the Dutch government announced plans to withdraw its funding from the organization beginning 2026. On its website, however, the GCA dismissed the claim as unfounded, insisting that its operations are transparent and adhere to international standards. What has raised even more concern locally is the revelation that Kenya's Ministry of Environment will be housed in a building established by GCA in Nairobi, a move that has sparked debate about the country's independence in shaping its climate adaptation policies. Founded in 2018 to accelerate global action on climate resilience, the Global Center on Adaptation is led by Professor Patrick Vakoyen, who was appointed Chancellor of the University of Nairobi in 2024, 2 years after the organization awarded the university a 140 million shillings research grant to support climate adaptation initiatives in Kenya and East Africa. Laura Otieno, Citizen TV.